Hey guys, and welcome back to another house building video. So today I am building another haunted house. I did one last year, if you guys can remember. It was a little cute suburban haunted house with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It was really cute and decorated with all the new how do you call it? The peckercan? The stoofy, oh my god, the spooky stuff pack, I think it was called. So that came out around Halloween last year, so I did a few builds with that. And this year I really wanted to do another haunted house, but a little bit different. So last year it was a suburban-y haunted house, a little bit commercial with little ghosts outside and pumpkins and stuff like that. So it looked like a suburban house which was dressed up for Halloween by the owners. But this time I really wanted to make a real haunted house. So a really scary, rundown old mansion. So that's what I'm going for. So when we are going into the landscaping, it's going to be a little bit more messier than you are used to from me. Usually I'm kind of neat and I count my tiles while placing my flowers, and everything needs to be in a symmetrical system or something like that. But this time I literally just threw in all my plants, all my flowers, and voila, it looked really messy. But I went with the messy look because if you have a old haunted mansion, there's no one to tend the garden, of course, no one to look at the house. So it's all going to look very old, very messy, very cluttered, and that's the whole feel that's going to be into this house. So if I'm going to go into furnishing, because I don't furnish this house in this episode, by the way, oh my god, by the way, what the hell was that? By the way, but I am going to furnish this in the next episode. But when we are going to go in furnishing, I am going to tend and keep that trend of messiness and just rundown and haunted. That's what we are going for, of course. So I'm very excited to show you guys everything. But for this part, we are just doing the exterior of the house and all of the landscaping. So the exterior, the landscaping, it's all done in this part, and in the next part I will be doing the entire furnishing of the house. So this is going to be a 2-part series. So yeah, what am I doing right now? So I'm just playing around with the roof. I really wanted to do the exterior of the house first and the roof before I started any landscaping, because when you are roofing in The Sims, and especially houses like these, roofing is sometimes a little bit hard and not always I don't always come out like I want to, and sometimes I need to change the structure of the house. But this time it all fitted in quite perfectly, so I didn't really needed to change anything at this point. So it all looks very nice. But for the roofing, I did have some trouble with the little towers. I don't know if you saw that. It didn't add up how I wanted it to. So in the end, I went with the style of roofing that I did for my Disneyland Paris hotel build. But those roofs were a little bit more rounded, and this time I dented the roofs in to make it look a little bit more spookier. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now, just roofing, and I do spend a lot of time in roofing and in the window section. I just didn't know which windows I wanted to use, because if I used like windows with shutters, it looked a little bit too, I don't know, a little bit too normal, and I really wanted this to have a mansion vibe. Of course, it's not a real large mansion, it's more of a small mansion, maybe a estate. I don't know if you call it estate in English. In Dutch we call it een herenhuis, een herenhuis. it's like a mini mansion, what I'm doing right now. A old rundown haunted mini mansion. So I'm going to try and fit in sleeping places for up to 8 Sims. Maybe if I can't work that, maybe like 3 double beds and 2 singles. But I am going to try and fit in a whole family because it's a large house and it's a large lot. And it's nice if you can really play with 8 Sims on this lot because it's so large. I mean, it's really silly to have like 2 bedrooms in a 64 by 64 lot. So I am going to try and fit in 8 Sims. So yeah, here I'm just trying to figure out how I want to place those windows. So I ended up with the half rounded windows, like you can see right here. I am going to change them just a little bit because if you look at it now, there are a little bit too much windows for me. So I am going to change this just a little bit. And I'm placing columns as well. So I do cut out a bit where I'm placing columns because I had loads of trouble placing columns on the 2nd and 3rd floor. I just couldn't get them placed, so I did them off camera because I needed to build a little balcony and then I can place them. It's all a lot of work and I didn't want to bore you guys with my fiddling with the column. So I did cut out that little piece and I also cut out a piece of the landscaping because I'm making a pond. I don't know if you call it a pond or maybe a moat. A moat? It's like when you have these old castles and you have like water surrounding the castles. I really wanted to do something like that. It's not really like a moat, but it's inspired on that. So it looks a little bit like it. So at the moment I'm just playing around with the exterior of the house and detailing. I really wanted to add in loads and loads of detailing just to make the house look very interesting because with my other haunted house it looked very nice and cute. It didn't have loads of detailing and to be honest I was just starting building in The Sims 4. That was like my first ever build that I recorded an entire house. Before that I did like rooms and let's plays, but no entire houses. So that haunted house was my first entire house that I recorded on YouTube. So I didn't have so much detailing in that and I didn't even do voiceovers. It was just music and that's it because I was so insecure talking to you guys because I knew my English wasn't that great. I mean, when you're doing a let's play, that's like really different than doing a voiceover. With a voiceover you need to entertain and I know I'm not that entertaining. I'm still not. I am kind of boring, but that's okay because I'm a mom and I do not really do loads of stuff. I don't go out that much. I don't really experience that new things that I can tell you guys. So but I still hope that you guys find it entertaining what I'm doing. But anyways, I'm trailing off again. I usually do that. I trail off a lot in my videos. But anyways, when I did that video, I didn't really do loads of detailing. And of course, there weren't much stuff packs out at that moment. And I think we only had one expansion pack, which was the Get to Work. We didn't have Get Together at the moment. And I'm using these little details on the roof which are from Get Together, and we didn't have that when I did my haunted house, and loads of other things weren't in the game at the point. So of course you couldn't detail the house as much as I liked. So yeah, this house has just loads more, and I just went all out with everything I had in the game, and I had a lot of fun. Like I always say, I always have fun building. I enjoy this so much. This is my just relaxed time, my me time, just building and creating things that I really like to do. So yeah, here I'm starting that mode. So I'm hoping that I'm saying that correctly. because in Dutch we say slotgracht, a gracht. I know it sounds really strange, but yeah, I'm building this moat at the moment, so it's not really enclosed. The back isn't enclosed with water, just the front and the side, so it's like a U-shaped, and I really am trying to make a natural looking moat, which is kind of hard, especially if you are like me and you want everything to be precise and neat and exactly the same on the left and right. This was really challenging, but really fun to do in a really strange way for me. So I did make a little bridge to go to the house. This bridge is a bit too big at the moment, so I'm going to make it just a tad smaller. I think one tile smaller in the end. So I'm just playing around with all the landscaping, all the flowers, all the trees. I'm just throwing in, well, not at the moment. At this moment, I'm working very neatly and precise. But I think in a halfway through, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is taking too long. I'm thinking too much about how I want everything to not look nice, and I was just thinking too hard at this point. So halfway through, I'm just going nuts, and I'm like, no, skip it. Don't look at how it looks, Mona. Just throw in your plants, your trees, and it will look fine, because we are not going for a tidy look. We're going for a messy look. So like halfway through, you will see me just throwing in all the plants, all the stones, and like, screw it, it needs to be this way. And I really like the end result. In the very end of the video, I do go back in landscaping and I do delete some trees and some plants that I do think are a little bit too messy, but overall I'm very proud of myself that I didn't delete the entire garden, because yeah, this was really hard for me. But I really like the end result when I look at it now, and I did do some screenshots an hour ago, and I really like the look, especially in the evening time, when, you know, when it's getting dark. The house looks very scary and haunted, and that's exactly what I was going for. So yes, I'm happy with this result. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Did I throw in those trees too hard? Maybe I should have think about it a little bit more. Let me know in the comment section below the video, because I really like all the feedback. And so sorry if I didn't get back to you guys this week. I am planning on buying a new phone, and my phone isn't working quite as it used to. I mean, my phone is 4 years old, so it's an oldie, and I'm not getting all my messages, and sometimes not even sound when I'm getting messages. So sorry if I haven't came back to all your questions. I'm going to answer them all today, and I'm just going to sit here and answer all my emails, my messengers, my Instagrams. I am going to get back to you all. But yeah, my phone is just a little bit old and I need to replace it ASAP. So yeah, that's it for this build. I hope that you enjoyed it, and don't forget to watch the entire video, because the little messy graveyard is coming up as well. So yeah, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this, and don't forget to place your likes if you liked it, and if you loved it and you haven't subscribed, please do, so that you will never ever miss a video of me. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a great Friday wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you in the next part, and have an awesome day. Bye bye.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and